Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Machine Check, and today we have a 1992 Lexus SC300. Well, David, thank you for bringing the car up here today. So how long have you had the SC?
I've had this car for maybe like 7 years.
Okay. What made you kind of buy an SC originally?
It's the poor man's Supra.
I think they're underappreciated, you know. How stock was it when you bought it?
When I got this car, it was completely stock, naturally aspirated 2J, automatic, basic stuff.
What made you want to do the turbo? Just, that poor man's Supra kind of thing?
This car's gone through a couple iterations. Like after the naturally aspirated 2J, I put a 1J in it.
Oh, okay.
And then got sick of that. So then I decided to just go full hog, twin turbo 2J.
All right. So swapping from NA 2J to 1J back to, now turbo 2J, how long did that kind of take? I mean, it sounds like that's a lot of steps for each iteration.
It's not that bad. Toyotas of this vintage, everything kind of just bolts into either platform. So 2J, 1J, twin turbo 2J, they all just bolt in.
What is your engine management kind of system?
This is running on a stock ECU because we're in California, of course. So I did get this car reffed so you can smog it anywhere.
Okay, nice.
So not too many fast boy parts on here.
Do you have any future plans for this car, or is this kind of where it's going to stay?
For the future, this car kind of just needs some tender love and care. Could use some tint. Probably a couple of the interior panels need replacing. But as far as like mechanically, engine, driveline, I think that's pretty much set.
Awesome. Well, very cool. Well, thank you very much for bringing it out here.
Hey, pop the hood. 2JZ engine, no shit.
All right, predictions. How do you think this thing's going to do up here today?
Hopefully the gearing will work in my favor, but it does have an R154 5-speed in there and a Supra twin turbo diff in there, so it's got really tall gears.
What's that rear end ratio, if you remember off the top of your head?
I believe it's 3.13.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's super tall. The second half of this course is definitely more like, power kind of oriented. It seems like that's where, at least the fast cars that have been coming more recently, like that's where all the time's being made up, is really in the second half of the straightaways. So once this thing kind of gets into boost, second or third gear, I'm sure it'll kind of take off down the straightaways. I'm really excited to see how it gets around. I know these cars handle pretty good for their size, so I'm excited to see what it'll do up there. But let's hit the mountain.
Going in 3, 2, 1.
All right, David, so how did it feel out there?
Felt pretty good.
Did the gearing feel like it was, as much of an issue as you were maybe fearing it was before?
It was not super happy in some places, but we'll work around that.
It sounded fantastic from up there. The blow-off valve was like epic every time you came through this section or kind of down further. Anytime you got off the gas, you could hear it like at the finish line, which was like super cool.
Excellent.
It's always cool to see like, built stuff like that and, cool, interesting cars. So thank you very much for bringing that out here. Greatly appreciate it. I'd like for you to come back with another one of your vehicles we've talked about. We're going to expand machine checks a little bit and do something a little bit different that we haven't done yet. So hopefully if that vehicle is ready to go, we can maybe bring that on a future episode.
Yeah, anytime.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming, and thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode.